As this is the 3rd anniversary of the release of the Nintendo Switch, it makes sense, I think, to begin with a Link-themed level, a Zelda level, as our warm-up before we get to viewer submissions today. So, let's take a look at Underwater Cave Tale featuring Link, a recent level from January by Stevo19, who was a maker I've been catching up on recently. Only 2 clears on this so far, so let's add a 3rd. Balsa05, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the submission. You will be first after we have a look at this quest for a 50 coin. Oops. Lost Master Sword already, but I see there will be a replacement. Not that it's clear at all where the key will be. Well, I mean, we can always tap that Goomba and see if anything happens. Nope. Looks like we are on a key hunt. Oh, okay. You can definitely tell that this is one of those many Zelda dungeon levels that wish it could keep you in the Link costume all the time. Looks like there will be some kind of on-off that drops the bomb, but we'll see how that goes when we get to it. 4 pink coins, but a choice of locked doors, so we'll see how that kicks in relative to the varying key placements. Looks like the only way to go is up. Ooh. We should probably stop losing that. Unfortunately, without the use of the bomb, we may not be able to get through safely. But let's see if we can do it. Okay, maybe not. Rather quick to recover our position, though. Ah. And already we find that we have lost a sword. That's alright. We can always have another. This looks mightily suspicious. Quite a wide selection of locked doors here, in fact. Depending on where the final coin placements are, there may be a certain element of non-linearity. Okay, there's the 50 coin we're looking for. That's just for a clear condition, of course. Bombing that doesn't look like it will do anything interesting. But looks like we will have to approach that coin from below. Unless, of course, it requires the activation of the on-off switch, and I think it will. Yeah, Balsa, I'll take a look at your first one, and after I clear it from the queue, you are very welcome to resubmit more. It is quite common that I will play multiple levels by one person in a session, so hopefully we can get through this one and your first one rather quickly. And you can always submit more codes after that, so. And yeah, if the queue is short today, I'll be happy to look at your profile as well and just browse from there. Okay, that looks like a bomb spot for sure, but it looks like we'll have to recover the sword all over again. Thankfully, a pipe that is fairly close. Whoops. I mean, I guess theoretically, if your timing were good enough, you could just bomb your way through that, but I think instead I will do it the P-switch way. Nope. Cannot, in fact, tap those with a sword. I should have known that. Let's just drop safely. Past the booze. Okay, that was swiftly dealt with. And it looks like there will be some kind of on-off traversal after we get past these falling platforms. I expect we will have to double back. Down below, that just looks like a bit of a failure point if you miss those jumps. And up we go. I rather like how the coral-shaped vine ground tiles are used as a bit of bomb protection. 0W0 OWO-tism, however you pronounce the kind of emoticon-like name. Thank you for the submission. Thank you both for the submission. What happened to my sword? I think I got hit. Okay. It's alright, we'll just make our way back over. Yeah, don't worry too much about the huge rule list. The general principle is that I am willing to look at every genre. It's just that sometimes, depending on the queue, I might not be able to spend very long with certain types of levels. I do occasionally break levels over multiple segments to complete them. So, for example, if I'm spending half an hour on a troll level, but I'm making progress, I might get through other people in the queue first and then go back to that one. So, yeah, I try to be fair, and I'm willing to take most types of levels, so do not be afraid to submit whatever you like. The queue is suddenly populating rather quickly, so I will try to get through this swiftly. I remember my place here. There were certain on-off patterns all over the place. Where was I? Okay, so we got that. We're allowed to move back and forth through here. I think I should just go back towards the start. Ah, this looks like a bombable location to the left here. That might be a bit timing dependent, though. And it may also not be the smartest idea. Okay, just a 10 coin there. That doesn't look like anything critical. So, since this is a rather lengthy level, if I hit the clock on this attempt, I'm going to postpone this one till later. And get to the viewer queue right away. But let's check one of these many locked doors. See where that's paired up. Yeah, that's not that interesting. We have been here. Okay, there's another spot that's been unlocked by the on-off switch, so let's check that. Oh no, well, we've been here already. That's the 50 coin spot. Okay. Looks pretty unlikely I'll finish it on this attempt. I'll probably return to this level later, since it is just the warm-up while we were waiting for submissions to come in, and then I can get through. Can you down thrust with Link underwater? I don't think you can. No, you can't. Yeah. Probably gonna hit the clock on this one, unless there's some passage that we just haven't seen. I think I just spent the key on an unwise choice of locks. So. Super Metroid Maker, I think, would be conceptually interesting. But would have to do a lot in terms of protecting the players from their own bad designs. Although, in terms of lock and key structures, if you've played the remake of Link's Awakening and seen how the Dungeon Maker kind of forces you to do a working pattern of locks and keys, that might be something that has potential. Okay, we've been here before. I was really kind of burning the clock at this point to explore what we could on the map, but this was just a warm-up level, so we will put it aside for now and move on. And probably come back to this separately. So, we have currently 4 in queue. And let's get through it. Yeah, thank you for the most recent submissions. Welcome to Gravity Falls, Goof Size Large, and the White Palace Path of Pain, which I have not actually completed in Hollow Knight. But we will begin with the submission from Balsa05. Zero 1 8 HBN XSG. Okay, it has to be pixel perfect, otherwise you die, as proven by that staggering 14% clear rate. Let's take a look. Whoop. Haha. That's going to cause timing trouble. Okay.
Oh no!
Held back and lost momentum a bit. Humble Within, I am actually kind of curious what the completion rate is like on the original White Palace. But I think Hollow Knight players who have gotten to that point are a bit of a skewed sample size to begin with. All other names are taken. Thank you for coming by and dropping your submission. Okay, I'm a little off the world record, but, you know, fairly decent warm-up exercise in tapping on-off switches. Really pixel perfect. Particularly if you're chasing the record, I guess. But, actually, no. I mean, there was plenty of imprecision that I could shave, and I could see that record falling rather quickly to somebody who really knows how to work this thing. Yeah, and Balsa, as I said before, you are welcome to tag more levels at the end of the queue now that I have cleared yours out. The Secte Mateo, I think. That's correct. I know I've seen you here before. But sometimes it takes a little bit of Guesswork. Yeah, so I'll just call you Mateo. Welcome in Gravity Falls. It looks like it's a music level. It's marked as auto, so I don't know if I should even be pressing any buttons, but okay, let me just look over to make sure sound is working. Sound is working, because sometimes game sound seems to choke a bit on the stream, and that would be quite bad for a music level, so... All systems are go, though, so let's have a listen. Okay, run. Liked a little bit of syncopation there. Ah, yes, of course, thank you for the translation. I only read a few words of German, I don't really speak it, though. So I'll be honest, I don't really know Gravity Falls, but I do like the way you set up the chords in this piece. Yeah, kind of a simple chordal arrangement. I mean, I know that some music levels have been much more complex, but, you know, nice to kind of start with it, something like this as a template and just add as you go. A lot of room for revision, but I think rhythmically and harmonically it was well set up, so thank you for sharing that, Mateo. Okay. Obotism. It's alright, if you speak to each other in German, I'm sure I can learn something along the way, although I won't necessarily be able to moderate it. We'll take a look at your level regardless. GKW, K0G. Special music level, okay. I won't tell anyone. Goof size large. And for a troll, this seems like a fairly high completion rate per player, actually. It looks like the winning path, when I find it, won't be too long, so... I like the Oh Nah in the cover art. We'll see if I still like it when I get through a little more of your version 4, so... You've had 3 chances to fix some of the cheeses and less savory bits in this already, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, interesting spring drop, actually. I did not expect that. Like, I did not expect that to unfold the way it did. Okay, so... whoops. That was just a very unnecessary death there. Squat here for a moment and see what comes up the track. Should just be the Mega Mushroom, right? And the Chomp. Redux, welcome to the stream. Again. It's going alright. Just getting started for today. Yeah, when you're building relatively complicated mechanisms, that's what happens. It looks like I need to go quickly enough to dash right into that Mega Mushroom when it pops up the first time, and then just break through this side. Master Sword, interesting. Okay. Okay, no big deal. What hit me? Oh, spikes, okay. Okay, let's check upwards. I probably could have made it through had I known about the spikes, but... Looks like we have the first section pretty much worked out. Oh, whoops. No, mistake. Let's start over. Actually, pretty clear quickly what it is I'm supposed to do. Well, damage boost through. I was too late on that. I do need to lose Link there anyway, so getting hit by the Muncher was not too bad. Let's move on. Okay. What does this guy do? I should high bounce off that properly. Pardon me. Okay. And... okay. I guess you're hitting that dead center. It might trap you or something. Oh, I see. Okay, let's take a moment to read this properly. Thank you for the follow. I'm sure you're looking forward to sending me a lot more of these. Nicely placed little boomerang death. I don't think I've quite read the solution to that part yet. Yeah, you can definitely see the Master Sword bounce up when you whack that from below, and that definitely clues you into the trick, which is okay. Whoops. Oh, I see. You hit the on-off switch, and that takes out the cannons, and it looks like the passage will be up top. Let's do this again. Okay. Side plot there looks like just a timer check to rush me along. We know that there's going to be a scroll stop break on the right side, so why don't we just head over here? Nope. We do need to activate it. And we don't want to fall in there because that traps us, right? Okay, so... we need to get a proper look at it, though. I almost think we should be getting ourselves trapped in this block. Because... no, they changed how it worked in the patch, didn't they? In terms of being able to get trapped and hit the block a second time, because... we've been very tempting to do that. Now, how was it we activated the bomb? Okay, no, this was the bomb, so... Now, I know that if we were Link, we could actually hit that block from the side, but I don't really see a way to make it there with the Master Sword. Yep, thank you for letting me know I can ask you for hints. I usually don't need to, unless it's something that is a mechanic I really don't know. As I said, if it takes me a little too long to progress through this one, you know, after 20 or 30 minutes or so, I may ask you to resubmit at the end of the queue, and I'll continue. But so far, it looks like I am trying to make some progress. Okay, so let's... Okay, no, it bounces you out, and has done so since the patch. So... let's not hit the right block, hit the left one for the bomb, see what happens. Unless there's some kind of interaction here I don't know about. We do need to hit this block here somehow. We haven't quite seen this whole... I think that's just a death zone, to be honest. So I don't see a way through. I think this is actually just a way of triggering the death trap. So that's just not going to be the answer. I think the way up should be through the left. But we need to figure out a way to activate the on-off switch twice. I am late on this. If I hit them... I don't think I'll hit the Mega Mushroom. Okay. Yeah, I keep forgetting how they change that interaction. Yeah, I don't see a way through here without taking damage. So, looks very carefully set up to prevent you from doing that. So we will just kind of do this again. Although, I don't see a way to kind of do a double hit on this switch either, which might actually be part of a solution. Okay, so we know that that's going to fire on us. Oh, we know that the thwomp's going to come up there as well if we take too long. That's going to fire on us. Now the cannons are going to block me right here. Let's see what to do about this. We know that there are dotted line blocks that can take out the cannons and open up a passage there. What we don't know how to do is hit this a second time. Let's check around. So we need some kind of second on-off activation, and besides, if we hit it this way, that causes us a problem because the Pokey obstructs our progress anyhow. So, this looks like it's just a trap. Side thwomp might have something to do with it, so if we jump down... I was trying to bounce off of that, but it looks like that thwomp definitely goes left. We'll actually wait there and see if the thwomp does anything. I don't think it should, but... DGR is planning to play this level, okay. Unfortunately, one of the drawbacks of streaming Mario Maker is that I have less and less time to watch Mario Maker, and so I haven't caught up with what kind of levels DGR has been playing lately. But, so I can't really give much feedback in terms of how to trick him out specifically. But hopefully some of this footage is useful in terms of how people will read the stage. Hey Gistic, welcome back. Yeah, if you want to give a hit in the next few tries, that's you're certainly welcome to. I feel like I'm still kind of reading that room. See what's going on with it. It may just be I'm hitting a dead end there, and that I should be following the arrows in the front to begin with. Oops. But it looks like I don't really feel done with that room yet. There may be some way to get past as Link, but I don't think... Like, the dash won't do it. I don't really see a way to get past, in fact. Yeah, you do have to be ready for the big show, I guess. You're going to send it to one of the bigger YouTubers. What could happen is that there may be a proximity switch if I jump up here. Maybe there's a thwomp switch up top that will hit a separate on-off. Because we know an on-off needs to be triggered in order to get rid of the cannons. But maybe jumping here will do the trick. Yeah. Okay. See, in levels like these, sometimes reasoning might even work. Mushroom, saw blade, arrows. We'll eventually have to see this, so let's just try it. And, okay. I see. I wonder what triggered that. It may be that... Well, let's see what's over here. Okay. Yep, so we need to not take the mushroom and just take the star. It looks like the star on the left is on a timer from hitting the mushroom block. So hit the mushroom block, don't chase the mushroom. Yeah, like I said, I mean, that's why I don't tend to ask for hints, is I know it can be frustrating to watch me die over and over again at a certain segment that I don't appear to be figuring out, but sometimes after a few attempts I do see it, so... And it's satisfying when I do, even if it's not entirely logical. And actually, as far as troll solutions go, that was an interesting one. In that, like, I was actually able to read from the level what needed to happen and what I should be trying. Oh, I need to wait for the star to expire. Sad face. I mean, I'm really not a troll level specialist by any means. I only really started playing them when I began streaming. But it's nice to see levels in this format that actually do kind of let you figure out what to do by a kind of backwards logic in terms of reading what needs to happen. Let's let this expire. Aw, okay. We have sad faces at the bottom. We can't really just drop down with the star. It looks like I need to bounce off the Wiggler and maybe stay in this zone to the left, but let's see what's happening down here. Okay, so it says bounce off the Wiggler and then go left. Or maybe just hang left in general. Okay, so I do need to cut through with a star and then hang left then. That seems to be the implication. We'll try two things. We'll try blasting through with a star and hanging left, even though there's the sad face at the bottom. And then we will try bouncing on a Wiggler and hanging left, although I don't necessarily foresee that doing anything. How many troll levels have I actually played? Well, like I said, I only started playing troll levels, like, literally in January. But I find that the two things that help me are that, A, I can do a lot of logic puzzles, like I do a lot of puzzle games. And B, that I'm pretty experienced in knowing how kind of weird Mario Maker mechanics work in terms of just setups. Like, I see a lot of crazy technical setups in standard levels, and I've played around with the Maker quite a bit in terms of seeing how to trick out the toolkit. So, even though I don't have a lot of experience with troll levels, I have just enough kind of mechanical game knowledge to figure some things out. Whoops. I just missed a bounce there. Problem, though, is that when you see a lot of these, like, it's easy just to forget how certain interactions work, like how I've seen so many on-off switches already, and I can never get straight how they change the interactions in the patch, and, you know, things like that. Like, after a while you see so many mechanics that you just forget some of them. Okay. Okay, so we know we'll need to hang left. But we know that it also dropped us into a death zone afterwards, so that's... So this is something. Oh. I just wasn't quite watching there, but couldn't quite tell on the first attempt what was going to be safe. Yeah, when I was first starting the stream, really only a couple weeks ago, I didn't necessarily think I was going to play troll levels at all, and then I started seeing some good ones, though. And I thought, okay, I can actually learn some interesting mechanics this way. That was probably... Was that miraculously correct? That was quite accidental. No, that's just a death zone, I think. That's got to be a death. Although it reveals a pipe. Or... Okay. So yeah, I do see that it's one of those troll levels where the deaths are supposed to give you information, the way that you kind of give some visual indicators in the death traps. Which is part of why I feel like I'm progressing fairly quickly. So, whoops. Missed a jump. Okay. Let's make our way through. A good troll level? Well, I mean, let's see it to the end first, but I feel like it's been playing pretty fair with me so far. In terms of actually feeling like a series of puzzles that can be figured out through reasoning rather than just, you know, constant pick a path, pick a pipe all the way down. And also in terms of making sure the deaths are not something really kind of tedious to sit through. And I'm seeing a lot of interesting mechanics here, so... Oh, whoops, I should have dropped into that green pipe. Oh, and that let me do that anyway, which is a bit surprising. Oh, whoops. Didn't have time to read what that screen was telling me. I saw some letters there. I'm going to try to revisit that screen, because that looked correct. Yeah, almost at CP1, okay. Like I said, I may have to break this into multiple segments. I would be interested in finishing this one, but... And it's fairly easy to retrace my steps from where I've been. So even if I do hit CP1, depending on how long things take afterwards, I may break this up into a second segment. But, so far, yeah, I actually am enjoying figuring this one out. Auto. Okay, auto. Let's just sit and wait. I didn't realize it was auto first time. Okay. Now, do I wait for a scroll stop break? Because to the right here, that totally looks like a scroll stop break, doesn't it? Almost think I should have kept Link there to blast through the right side, but we'll see. Oh no, CP1. Okay, so this here looks like it just... Oh no, that looks like a switch for the lower segment. Run. Back. Run back. That's not back. Okay. So the thwomp didn't come out... Like, it didn't come down when I exited the pipe, for whatever reason. It's telling me back. Don't tell me I'm locked. Oh no, shouldn't be. Go back. Okay. Oh, okay, that looks like a death. Up top, right? Is that what that's for on top right? It's supposed to be a squish death. I'm going to explore anyway. Just because I can. No, this is the top of the screen, so... Okay, so... We did not trigger this thwomp for whatever reason. Oh, a side thwomp, okay. So, Dry Bones doesn't seem to do anything for me there. I see 1-ups here. That doesn't look safe, but... Still kind of getting a hang of what kind of things you can disguise with the lava level in SMB1, but... So it looks like the Dry Bones was supposed to come up and maybe do something. You know what? Let's just hop back and see if anything happens. I see. So that's why you run. Okay. We need to dodge this thing here. Whoops. Now I see what the Dry Bones is for. Let's try to figure out a way to execute this a little more cleanly. And head back. This totally looks like bait for something. I see a bomb up top. Hey, we can totally try to make our way up. That's probably a bad idea, in fact, but let's hit this block and see what happens. Nothing, okay. I don't know if it is possible to do this with... Oh, I see, that's just Death Zone anyway, so... Looks like we did this incorrectly, then. Oh, I guess it must be some kind of death game, then, if we can't get over the point. Okay, fine. It might take me a while to get through this checkpoint game, but... Might be easier to just redo the level at this point. Funny, because I actually did get up there earlier. Yeah. I may almost just redo it. Carl's setup, okay, yeah. Serves me right for not catching up on what Carl's been doing. Yeah. I'll try to do the death game this once, but honestly, it's close enough to CP1 that I think usually if I hit this, the best idea will just be to restart. Because the timing is actually really kind of hard to read. Try to do it at least once, though. Yeah, I guess the hint did say go back pipe. I didn't quite read that signal accurately. Okay, so we'll just have to go quickly, I think, and that's the way to do this. Okay. So I see a pipe below that one-way panel under the icicles. And a shell. Okay. Oh, okay, so it coasts you over. That may be a timer check, then. If I'm understanding that accurately. That you need to get down there before the shell comes up. Oh, whoops. Okay, I need to remember to actually outrun that thing so I don't waste too much of everybody's precious time on that. Yeah, sometimes I die to things because I'm too busy thinking ahead to the bit that comes later. Okay, let's go quickly. Nope. Okay. Maybe I should pick up the shell. It looks like a bit of a seesaw up ahead after that, though. I mean, it looks like the dry bone shell might come in handy, and I'm supposed to notice it. No. Okay, I'm too busy thinking ahead again. Yeah, we'll see how long it takes to get past this next little segment here. As I said, I may ask you to resubmit so I can continue this, but I would like to finish it. Easiest way to survive after the pipe is holding right. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, if you just duck under the thing, yeah. Yeah, from the way it's set up, I wouldn't necessarily have thought about that. But I guess so. Good advice. Let's let these things drop. Get the bone shell to come up. Here we go. Okay. So, it looks like... Ah, that was a clown cart, not a pipe. Okay. Now, that is probably just a death thing up ahead, right? Go in. Okay. And it tells you that you want to go in with the shell. Go in. Whoops. Okay. Not great. Go in the clown car, perhaps. Since there is a seesaw there. I don't quite see how that helps. But let's head down, perhaps. Go in, really. Oh, I see. So it'll spawn more of those to get the player kill here. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get past that segment. Okay. So you have the shell and you have the clown car. And... yeah, that's just a seesaw. Okay. Can I, in fact, use the clown car? Oh, whoops. So you show me the clown car and seesaw setup, but you've got a hint telling me to go in. Not sure if it means getting in the car. Although getting in the car would allow me to kind of, whoops, post underneath, yeah. Itari, thank you for checking the rules. I know it's long, but it's actually fairly simple. I'm willing to play pretty much anything. But some levels I may drop earlier than others, depending on my ability to progress. And some levels I may have to split up into multiple segments. Let's maybe not duck in twice. Okay. Yeah, this one I will probably split into a different segment soon. Okay, so let's just ride the bone shell up here. CP1 is CP0. So you don't want to hit CP1? Is that the idea? CP1 is CP0. I think this is probably a natural point to pause for the time being. But let's check what's through the pipe first. That's going to be a lull. And that's going to be a pow. I see, and we have a checkpoint down there. Okay, let's go through here. See where it takes us, but... And takes us back to the start, and I'm sure there's going to be some kind of state change. We haven't hit a death yet, obviously, but I think we have to now, so... At this point. So yeah, I think at this point, I will postpone this one. I'm going to put a like on it, because I think it is something that's been pretty fair to me so far. I'm going to soft remove it and open it to a resubmission. So if you know you can stay, I do welcome you to tag this level just right on the end again, and I can take a second look at it. But for now, we will move on. Thank you for showing me that. And thank you to the patience of all the viewers who have stuck around. I know not everybody likes watching full levels. Combo Within should still be here, and yep, I know you are. BFH. Yeah, all other names are taken. If you want to change which level you have, just tell me when I call yours up and I'll just swap it out. You can use !leave as well, but that would bump you back to the end of the queue, and you probably don't want to do that. So when I call you up and you want to change your level, just tell me. AFK for about 30 minutes? Yeah, we're not going to get through all this in 30 minutes. So, sorry, Combo Within, I got distracted. Let me finish up your code here. XDF. Okay. Also, it seems like my game sound cut out for a moment, so I'll fix that. Oh, whoops. Did I enter this in XDF? I don't know how I misread that so badly. Okay, White Palace Path of Pain from Hollow Knight. So yeah, again, with a clear rate like this, I don't necessarily expect to complete it this stream, but I will take a look. I will, however, take one moment to fix my game sounds first, so give me a sec. I'm glad I checked for that, because this is something that people have reported happening on my stream sometimes, is that it's like a CPU issue, I think, on my streaming computer, which sometimes chokes a bit and just cuts out sound. But it should work now. Okay, sound is back. Yeah, let's see how well we do with a course of this difficulty. And remember, I have not beaten this in Hollow Knight. We'll see about our ability to progress, but I'll give it a fair shot. Yeah, it's a good reminder for me to go back to Hollow Knight and finish it. I think my file was at about 90%. And it is a fantastic game. Oh, whoops, spin jump there. Given that we don't have the downward slash. Whoops. Lagging a bit in distance. First Place Fun Games, thank you for dropping by. I should not fluff the spin jump while I am responding to chat, but yeah, thank you for checking out the channel. Our game sound's not back. Okay, I thought I'd fixed that, because it, on my indicators, it looks like it should be back. So, our game sound's still not working. Okay, it did come back, yeah. Alright, let me pay attention again. I got this on one of my first attempts, and I am just not paying attention. Okay. Yeah, no, I can totally do this segment. It's just focusing on the level again. Okay, let me try to do something with the sound again. Hang on. It is flickering. Okay. Yeah, sometimes this thing misbehaves a little bit. I think it should work now. Let me know if it's still glitchy. I'll try to keep an eye on it as I get through this level. Oh, whoops. Came in a little too low there. Oh, whoops. Should be a low bounce there. Yeah, the part where I died at the extent of my progression so far, just haven't figured out how to start that jump yet, but... Okay, I see. It's back? Okay, good. Good. Yeah, it's good for people to let me know when that does happen. I'm not sure there's a consistent fix for it, apart from just getting a better computer. It's a technical issue I have looked into. But it happens apparently from the CPU on my streaming computer throttling itself. Okay, that should be a short bounce onto the lower thwomp, and then a high bounce forward. Yeah, Redux, thanks for letting me know. Hope you will get to see your level played. Whoops. Actually, much easier to do this kind of thing with the spin jump rather than the downward slash. Could go a little bit lower in that one, though. Not that low. Okay, let's see how far we get. Oh. Need to hang back a little bit going into that one. Yeah. Launching into that one a little bit early. I think I just need to not dash into that jump. I guess you probably have the heartbeat sound effect attached to Mario the whole time in this, don't you? It certainly seems that way. And I'm playing on a Pro Controller, so you can definitely feel the rumble going the whole time. Speaking of which, I always quite liked how the rumble effects were implemented in Hollow Knight. You know, where you can kind of feel your feet landing on the ground and everything. Always, I think, one of the understated virtues of that port to Switch. Whoops. Okay, let's not die to the early stuff so we can actually see more of the level. Better than hearing the start music over and over. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, like I said, let's not die to the early stuff. Sometimes it's, yeah, kind of need to do a bit of a light tap there. Okay. I don't know why I'm choking on this stuff all of a sudden. I did have all of this down earlier. Really want to work on the segment where I was actually dying. I mean, dying more often than here, I mean. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I'm hanging too far right now. Something is off from how I was accomplishing this earlier. Looks like it should just be a short bounce off the first one. Yeah, there we go. It's overcompensating slightly. Okay, that is correct. I just had myself hanging back a little too far. That is progression. Just finished school. Very nice. Thank you for reading the rules list. It is long, but it is fairly simple. I am willing to play and at least look at all kinds of submissions. I just can't guarantee I will finish all of them. Cloudy Water, thank you for the submission of The Hive 2, which may or may not fit the Hollow Knight theme that we are currently experiencing. Okay. Should just be a simple short bounce off of that, or the angle will be wrong on the second jump. Like that. Okay. Releasing a little too early there now. Yeah, Hollow Knight is wonderful. Cannot wait for Silksong. Whenever that's coming, although, I mean, as with the first game, I would be happy to have the developers take their sweet time. Luckily, the time limit is not too strict about that stuff. Okay, we got 2 coins here. So yeah, Cloudy Water, this is the White Palace. As much as I love Hollow Knight, I have not actually beaten the original White Palace, which is why I'm having a bit of trouble here. Okay, no, I'm supposed to kind of bop that P-switch. I can even P-jump off of it, go through the door, and then redo that little segment. Yeah, any of the Godmaster stuff seems very far away from me. So I only did get the original game up to about 90%, and I definitely didn't feel finished with it. But was hitting the limit of what I was able to do at the time, so I do want to revisit that at some point. Oh, whoops. Yes, Cloudy Water, like I was saying earlier in the stream before you dropped in, at least doing this with the spin jumps is actually easier to execute than doing any of this with a downward slash, so. Whoops. Last 2 Tantians, 2 speedruns, and all of Steel Soul. Okay. Yeah. I actually really love permadeath modes in my games, and I find that some of them improve considerably. But I have not tried the one in Hollow Knight yet. Given that I haven't really even seen 100% of the content, or 112% of the content on my first run. Yeah, I think it's definitely one of those games, Hollow Knight, I mean, where, you know, everybody just kind of hits their natural limit with it, but then if you really push at the game, then you make some kind of dramatic breakthrough. I was pretty fond of Traitor King myself. I know that a lot of people found Traitor King to be a massive difficulty spike, but I think by the time... Or Traitor Lord, was it? I don't know, I don't remember. But anyway, by the time I got to the fight in the gardens, I was pretty experienced with the rest of the game, so I don't think I felt the difficulty spike as much as some people did, but... Yeah, Mantis Lords are fantastic. Crater Lord, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It is. I know in the sort of bigger group fights, you kind of have more moving patterns to deal with. My sticking point in that game was actually Grey Knight Zote. I had so much trouble with that. Hive Knight, hence the level. Okay, well, looking forward to that. Oops. Okay, forgetting how my short bounce pattern worked in this early segment here. I did have it all figured out. Yeah, I had a lot of trouble with Zote. That was definitely a wall that I hit with the game. So. Probably Fool, is that the last one in the Coliseum? I'm trying to remember. I mean, I don't know the game nearly well enough, considering how much I love it. It's one that I really should go back to. Particularly as a Metroidvania, I think that genre in general is just very rewarding when you have a map with enough openness to reward replays that still feel very exploratory. Same with games like Breath of the Wild, which celebrates its 3rd anniversary today. Where, you know, the replayability just kind of goes through the roof when you actually have some choice in terms of navigation. I'm generally very fond of those very self-directed mapping systems like you see in Hollow Knight. I know that's kind of controversial for some people who want something a little more linear or guided, but to me that's really not the point of that game. So, love the mapping system. Okay, let me just check how long I've been on this remake of White Palace. I mean, I noticed a clear rate, and I did warn you that it's kind of unlikely I'll clear it in one session. Yeah, we started about 20 minutes ago. I'll put in a few more attempts on this one. I never got into the mod scene in Terraria. You'll have to tell me what's good. Because I only played the base game for a little while. And didn't really feel like I got to know it. Gameplay sound is flickering off again. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I will try to fix that once again. It's been very glitchy on me today for some reason. Yeah, light theme. That does happen. Okay. Merlin, thank you for coming back and adding more levels. I'll hopefully get to you before too long. Yeah, the sound issue is some kind of performance throttling from my computer. And it could be that when there's a lot of audio data being processed at once, that might affect something. On the other hand, I've played some extremely busy sort of spectacle auto levels that haven't had this problem, so I think it just may be my CPU usage not being well managed today. Merlin, I'm doing okay today, apart from having a lot of sound problems in the last half hour or so. But thankfully, the viewers have been very good about letting me know when I need to fix it. Yeah, I want to at least get back to the P-switch segment, because I've hit that before and I felt like I knew how to progress from there. I just need to get back there consistently. And I do have the whole method worked out, just occasional issues with timing, like you see there. For the first 4,000, Zero beat it. Okay, so... Cloudy Water, once I clear your first level from the queue, you are welcome to submit another if the queue is still open at that time. I don't know necessarily if we'll get to that today. But since you're near the back, like, you know, if you're sticking around that long, you may be able to submit the second one pretty quickly anyway. So I typically run until about 1 Pacific and 4 Eastern, and trying to calculate the equivalent in Central European in my head, but you get the idea. I'll be running for about the next 2 hours or so. And so, yeah, I will try to get through the current queue. You're allowed to have 1 submission in the queue at a time. Oh, the P-switch doors for when you missed a key door. I only saw 2 pink coins, though. Yeah, the thing about very skilled streamers who can kind of do this sort of thing in much fewer attempts is that the thing that distinguishes them is how quickly they learn things. In terms of being able to get things down consistently once they see them. You know, like, they'll die a few times like everybody else, but they will pick things up and clean up their plate a lot faster. And I find that's the biggest difference when it comes to Mario players who are Kaizo specialists. Merlin, we kind of informally have a timer. I don't run a clock or anything, but I do check the clock to see how we're going so people don't have to see me die on the same segment too many times. Again, it's usually just a sort of subjective judgment depending on the length of the queue, because I do want to be fair to people who are submitting. I will, at this point, I think, probably call it on this one. Since we have been on it for about 25 minutes or so. But thank you for the White Palace. I will mark this one as a loss for now, but I may have to kind of go back to it and grind at it at some point. Maybe on a session that is not a viewer-level session, but something like a hard-level catch-up stream. So yeah, for viewer levels, I'm not going to grind for, you know, a long amount of time, but with levels like these, I definitely keep them in mind as something I want to revisit when I don't have a time limit to deal with, or don't have a queue to deal with. So thank you for that, Combo Within. Foxen got the world record in 1 try. Wow, okay, congratulations to Foxen. So yeah, thank you for that. It's made for some good conversation about Hollow Knight, at the very least. So we got some value out of that exercise. And all other names are taken. Thank you for indicating your presence. 6LF. JPB. And GG. Yep, and thanks for watching Combo Within. Game of Shrooms Beyond the Wall. Venture beyond a wall and defeat the evil Night King. Okay. The wall. I mean, I guess that's a wall. Okay, no, this is the wall. Okay, so that's going to be ground blocks, but we know that it's not solid all the way because, what is it? Because it's not acting as a scroll stop, so something tells me that there may actually be a way through. Oh, whoops. Oh no, because this is the way through. Yeah, Cloudy Water, I was definitely expecting more of a Pink Floyd tribute level. But we will see. Let's... Okay, so the sword respawn point is not too far back, but also not totally trivial. Whoops. Okay, we lost a sword. But that's okay, Okay, we need the arrow to go through the next segments, unless we just bounce on a dry bones. Let's bounce on a dry bones. I definitely see that the intent was to maybe get me to poke that with an arrow or something, but oh, whoops. Just wasn't watching the screen scroll there. Okay, let's grab the sword and maybe do this a little more cleanly. Oh, look, there's a Shelmet. Okay, this has been a disaster all around, but let's see if we can progress without Link. We should be able to, because there is a sword there and a sword right after you spawn, so... Definitely not taking advantage of all the safety nets that you put in terms of giving the player a Shelmet and all these other nice things. Sorry, I was reading chat and I just flubbed something very simple there. Sword should be in a place that's a little more symmetrical. Yeah, I mean... if that helps. Actually, when I'm building my own stuff, and I haven't built a level in a while, but when I'm building my own stuff, I am very fussy about things like symmetry. Terribly OCD about it. I'm glad you can, in fact, progress as Mario. Because I think there are a lot of... I mean, there are a lot of Link levels where it is kind of appropriate to just want the player to be Link all the time, but then in something that feels much more like a traditional platforming experience, I'm going to get that piece of heart. It's nice to see people actually kind of design around a Master Sword as a Mario power-up, as something that's unique to this game. Okay. We can probably just go over unless he's using a key. Yeah, that works too. Is he dead? He's dead, okay. Very apocalyptic. Okay, let's not get blown up by that. Alright, so Bowser's spawn position on the left is definitely close enough to fire at you some more, but we were right at the flag, so as long as we did not embarrassingly die to the icicles or to the fire there, that worked well enough. So thank you for that little adventure. Yeah, kind of nice to see a Link level that actually kind of plays like a standard level with a Link power-up. Oh, I see Casual Earl has the record on this. I watching him not too long ago. Yeah, I'm glad you submitted that, and I enjoyed it. So let's move on. Demonic Egg, you are here. So no worries if it's a bit of a mess. That's why I run kind of playtesting focused stream. I do have a lot of people send me early versions or beta versions here just to kind of get a bit of a sanity check on things that might not be working. So, thoughtful name. Looks like it'll probably have some 20-second strictness to it, given the world record. 4 clears for something that's not too tricky. Given the indicators on the opening screen, I hope my shell throwing is accurate enough to do this, but no guarantees. Okay, gotta stay in the air. Whoops. No, wanted to bounce. Bounce, toss, and keep bouncing. Okay. And it's a 90-second, or a 99-second limit, so if I fail the clear condition, I might actually explore a bit, but we'll see. Oh, why am I missing that? Okay. I see, it's because of how I'm holding the shell. Yeah. Let's try to actually nail that bounce properly. No, I should not face that way. Should keep facing left, and then swap directions for the toss. Nope, gotta repress. Using that. Land right on the edge, yeah. I mean, I do see that from the key block indicator you have there. It is easier said than done. No. I need to toss and then do the second bounce. If I understand that correctly. Nope. Nope. Gotta face right, toss. Well, let's try to do a toss anyway. If I can get up there. No. Right, and then after I do the second bounce off the mole, I'm guessing I need to bounce off the shell deflection, right? Because the bounce should go mole, throw, mole, shell, and to the left. Whoops. Takes a bit of practice, but we'll see if we can do it. I feel like getting a higher bounce off the shell will solve some issues, because instead of trying to face left to avoid bopping the moles, I should just get enough height so I don't need to face back and forth. Whoops. Okay. Nope. Late release. I see. So there's a... should be a left, right, left bounce. Okay. I think so, anyway. We'll get back up there and see how that works. Oh, interesting. If I just shell jump off that, I can just skip the second bounce. Guess if anybody's going for a speed record, they can do that. Although I think the idea is that I want to hit the left side first, so maybe that's not right. Just follow instructions. No, too early. I feel like with a bit of practice, this is within my abilities, at least this part here, so... just need to figure out the path, not do that. Nope. Still don't feel like I've read the top part correctly, though. But I need to see it some more before I make an accurate judgment of that. Okay, let's try this again. Actually, no. Maybe it should be double bounce off the left. Okay. I should have practiced on that attempt instead of abandoning ship after the clear condition, but that's hindsight for you. Okay. Get a throw timing down. Need to get the bounce timing down. Yeah, thanks. I do appreciate the offer for hints, but I also appreciate that you'll let me figure things out without just blurting out any solutions. So there's going to be an up throw there. Looks like it may involve the shell or whatever comes out of... well, I haven't read that enough. I have to get up there first consistently. Then we'll worry about it. Okay. Now... up throw up there. What do I throw? Unless I have to recatch the shell or something. Or use the shell in the left side, but... whoops, I should pay attention. Yeah, I don't mind a certain puzzle-like element to figuring out how to do things as I go. So, actually nice to have that instead of things that are all about following indicators the whole way. Might have to work my way up there to see how this is supposed to work, though. But yeah, it looks like we do need to deflect that to the right for a reason that is apparent to me now. Okay, so the big shell needs to go to the right because we will be rebouncing on it later. And we need to activate the on-off because that will allow the trampolines to bounce the big shell upwards. And so we will need that fairly soon. So, let's figure out how the up throw is going to go. Maybe I need to recatch the shell. Who knows? The placement doesn't quite look correct for that, though. Whoops. Okay. I don't think the placement is something that suggests a recatch and an up throw. Let's take a look, though. So, we know a Koopa comes out of that block. So yeah, we get a bounce off that shell. I kind of suspect I need to recatch. But then, am I getting enough height? Just trying to figure out what I am supposed to throw up there. Okay, so Koopa gets bounced over here and presumably I could bounce off this. Big shell comes up here. I bounce off the big shell on this block. That sends it to the right. Meanwhile, I bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay, and we have another on-off. Oops. Yeah, let's maybe get this right first, and then worry about that. Yeah, indicators for the big shells I know. I can definitely tell that it, as you can see from the later setups, it does matter that I send them to the right, so. And also that I get any kind of bounce on them to begin with. Oops, too early on that throw. Yeah, let's try to get the simple stuff right, so we can get to figuring out the next bit. So am I supposed to recatch? That's the thing I'm wondering about, because it looks like I can bounce off that middle shell there. Well, I failed the condition, but let's try it anyway. Oh, I see. Okay. So that is my opportunity to do the up throw. I can, in fact, catch that shell, except I think I need to skip the mole in the middle so I can get a second bounce off that guy. Yeah, let's... I think I know what I'm supposed to do. The execution is still a bit of a barrier, but I think I am beginning to get it. A bit late on that. Timing was just totally off. Yeah. Okay, so I am supposed to skip over that one. I have enough height to do it. I need to save that on my way back. I just need to remember to do that when I get that far. And need to hold down the grab button to grab that second shell. when I make it up to the top left. Okay. Okay, maybe not. I definitely feel like I had bounced on that previously in a position that would allow me to sail over, though, but... So I feel like I do need to keep that guy in the middle. And I get the feeling that the arrow indicators kind of agree with me, but not always clear on that. Okay. There's a bit of a bounce timing issue here. Hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I had the timing down earlier to bounce off the shell a little further to the left. I think my jump height is actually now just a little off. But let's see what I'm doing with my inputs and how I can fix them. Wonder what it is I'm doing differently here. Maybe I'm just releasing too close, but... Like, if I'm releasing too close and the shell is coming out too soon, that could be part of the issue. Alex, I play all kinds of levels, really. I would say that at this point we've had enough of the longer sorts in terms of pro levels or technical levels today that since you would be near the back of the queue, it would probably be advisable to send me something that would be maybe closer to the traditional side, but it is very much your choice. I will look at anything, I just don't necessarily guarantee I'll finish it. Okay, something is wrong with my throw timing there, I think. I did have it earlier, and well, I mean, that technically works, I guess. Definitely not the intended behavior, perhaps, but, yeah, perhaps I'm just releasing too close to the wall. Yin and Yang 1.0, thank you for that. We'll be going for about another hour and a half, so I may close the queue soon. But usually if I get through the remaining levels in the queue ahead of schedule, I reopen at the end for one or two more at the finish, depending on time, so... Okay. I'm not too close to the wall. Okay, so I think something with my bounce height is just... I know what it is, actually. Releasing the dash button for too long. And not getting enough jump height because of that. I think I know how to fix this. Yeah, I'm getting enough height now, I'm just inaccurate. Yeah, there was an issue going on with repressing the dash button, in fact, after my release. And that time I didn't do it, but I think I know how to fix it. I'm sure that would be much clearer to people who are more specialized in this kind of... Oh, Misty up throw, Misty up throw. Okay, I totally had it down that time, too. Misty up throw again, but okay. Feels like we're making progress. Just needed to fix that problem here. Oh, that spike. That is unfortunate. Missed the throw. Thank you for the submission, the pure. Spot the difference. I think I know what kind of level that is. I've played a number of the spot the difference levels before. But I don't know if everybody does them quite the same way. Actually, kind of nice to have a level like that near the end to add some variety from the more technical things we've been doing. Okay, let me check how long I've been on this one. I think I will close the queue at this point. Yeah, I've been on for about 20 minutes. I will keep going on this one a little longer since we are progressing. I don't necessarily think I'll finish it, but we will see. In the meantime, though, last fall, I think the queue is kind of getting to full anyway. I will check who is offline just to see how many entries we can realistically expect. Most of you are still on, so yeah, at this point I think I will be closing up. I'll update stream title accordingly. Now, my usual policy is that if you are in the queue at this point when I'm closing, as long as you stay, I do intend to at least show your level. I may need to speed things up a little bit, but I will at least see everybody's submissions. If we are ahead of schedule at the end, we may reopen and take one or two more. So if you're able to stay to the end, I do encourage it. But no worries if you can't. With that in mind, I will just put a few more attempts into this one. You want to get this early setup down consistently. Yeah. Okay, let's try to get the early bounce down at least. Yeah, this is definitely an issue with repressing the dash. As you can see, I can get as far as the up throw when I don't make that mistake. And given that this is completable in 20 seconds, according to the record, I feel like there shouldn't be too much left if I just get this whole segment down accurately up to the second deflection of the big shell. Whoops. Don't know what happened there. Bit of a backslide. Okay. Missed. Okay, so I do see the way that the indicator is placed slightly to the left on the red Koopa, and that is to avoid the spike. And that is what I did not see properly the last time I made it that far. Relatively straightforward after start. Yeah, I can see that. I feel like if I get the up throw, and if I land properly after the up throw, that I feel pretty comfortable with this. I'm just, unfortunately, dumping too much time into what should be the easy stuff. And Which is too bad, because if I were not in a situation where I have a fairly sizable queue to get through after this, I would be happy to grind at this for quite a bit longer, but may mark this as one that you can resubmit at a later point. Because I think it does... I think it's doable for me. Oh, springs count as ground. Okay, I should have known that. Needed to do the second bounce off to Koopa, I guess? Well, let's see what we can do with the rest. I know that, yeah, the shell is supposed to hit the on-off switch, and then you have some more setups. Yeah, even if I can't finish the level, I'll try to see what you've put in there, so I can see what lies ahead for me. Thank you for the follow. Now, I normally do the same time slot as today on Wednesdays. That tends to be the regular stream I do. However, this week, there might be a cancellation because of a bit of a home emergency in terms of... basically, we have someone coming over to fix the building, and so I may not be able to stream tomorrow as I usually do. But for those of you following, hopefully you will be able to catch me. Wednesdays are my regular time for this. I'm trying to expand the schedule, as you see this week, with doing Tuesdays as well. But any sense of a regular schedule is going to be a little bit disrupted over the next week because we do have work being done on the building. That's going to mess things up slightly. So thank you for the follows. I do really appreciate the quality of submissions that I generally get on this stream. I've found that it has enriched my Mario Maker experience quite a bit. Yeah, just a few more attempts, and then we'll try to at least get one clean attempt past the on-off switch, and we'll probably call it after that. I hope it's not too boring to see me wipe on this many times. Yeah, at this point I think I will actually postpone and continue later, just given the length of the queue. Maybe if we finish ahead of schedule I can revisit, but we'll see. I'm going to do a soft remove. I'm going to put a like on it too, so I remember that this is one I'll go back to. Thank you for the submission. I really wish that I didn't wipe so much on the first bounce, because I felt like I was finally getting somewhere with the on-off switch up top. I think this is beatable for me, just not necessarily in the span of 30 minutes. So, thank you for that. Now, I believe Balsa 05 has left us. We played one of their submissions earlier today, though, so I am fine with moving on. Sometimes the Twitch chat indicator is a little behind, so I will give people a chance to shout, but I think they are gone. Yeah, thanks for dropping by, Demonic Egg. Would be happy to continue that or play another level in the future. Okay, Redux, let's go. Okay, the Escape 30 Seconds V2. This is from a few days ago. Spiny will do the dirty work. Defeating 11 skip squeaks. Okay.
Oh no!
There's something I don't understand about that. Okay.
Oh no!
Okay, so I think I do just need to beat the timing on that shell after I leave. Oh, okay, so I need to jump a second time to get around that. And I'm supposed to bounce off of that. I think my timing was just slightly off. Yeah, if I jump accurately at the indicators, it looks like... Oh, I see. Okay, so there is a bounce pad there. I should just follow the bounce pad, or actually read your coin indicators for once. Okay, so my timing seems a little off there, because I clearly am supposed to ride the shell up, but... Let's try to pay attention to see if I'm too far left or too far right. Too far left. Now, I don't know, like, you've got the coin to the left of the bounce pad, so I took that to mean that I shouldn't be touching the bounce pad. And I'm not sure if that's correct. But we got that anyway, so... Hopefully we can do that somewhat consistently. Get chased around by that. Whoops.
Oh no!
Yeah, I can already tell that this jump right before the bounce pad probably going to be one of the sticking points for me. Although that time it was accurate again, so who knows? I've of course learned to take the tightness of your wall jump timing seriously. Yeah, you just have to trust the Spinies to do their work, as you said in the description. Okay, 1 second to go. There's a very clear room for optimization there, and that is the downward fall into the exclamation block. That's clearly something that can be done with a ground pound, I think, as long as the delay doesn't send the shell into you. So anybody who wants to go for the speed record, that's the improvement I would recommend. So yeah, Redox definitely one of your easier ones. It looked at first like it was going to be maybe a little trickier to work out, but in the end it actually turned out to be quite straightforward, so... thank you for showing me your levels, as always. Gistic, I did see you hang out just a moment ago, so I believe you are still here. Ghostly Glimmers. Find 3 10 coins in this frosted yet haunted world. Don't slip and fall. So, traditional, but let's keep our eyes out for those 10 coins, like the ones that we see in the previous screen. If you ground pound, a shell will kill you. I guess so, yeah, because it does sail above you fairly closely. And you usually leave something like a down arrow for that. Still, I could tell that I was about 0.100 off the speed record, so there was some room for improvement, but perhaps not too much. Whoa, okay. Could have watched my timing there accurately. Let's check the pipe. This is an exploration-friendly level. And we will do that. I'm sure for all of the 10 coins, though, we probably did need the stiletto. Would have liked to check that block, but I don't know if we're in a great position to do that. Okay, this is going to be a little awkward. Let's bring everybody over. You know what? Do it like that. There's another stiletto. I see. Got 2 10 coins so far. Hopefully haven't missed a third. I get myself into a bit of trouble here, I think. Yeah, gonna have to take that hit. Grab the shoe. I do know the shoe can kill these. Let's try to navigate safely. Okay, there is our third 10 coin, and that's part of the clear condition anyway, so that was necessary. Not going to break any speed records there, but thank you for that. Just it. Yeah, I can definitely see why there is enough room for improvement to do a 30-second run. But yeah, neat level of challenge there, having to plan around the speed of the ghosts while also slipping back and forth on the ice. Relaxed, but also interesting. Itari. Itari is still around. They look offline, so Itari, if you are still here, please give us a shout. And just a second, I need to respond to a quick message. Okay, sorry about that delay. I just needed to take care of a quick thing on my side. Itari does not appear to be here, so I will remove and move on. Okay. Wotism. This is a level that we did feature earlier in the stream. We got past checkpoint 1, which is apparently also checkpoint 0. Since we did see it earlier, we'll see how much further we can progress. Although, as I said, I do want to get through as many of the remaining people in queue as I can, so we'll see how much time I can afford to spend pushing on it further. But I think I remember most of the method to get back to where we were. So we have a fair bit of progression already out of the way. Now, we do know that eventually we'll be dropped back into this segment. So we need to watch out for things that may potentially differ on a second pass. This to fire. Pretty straightforward and linear experience so far, as you can all see. Just a matter of following all this very deterministic signposting. Auto. And nothing happens here, I think. So this is CP1. And later on there will be a message that tells you CP1 is CP0, and we as yet do not understand what that means. But we'll hopefully be able to figure that out. Okay, we grabbed a shell and coast to the right side. Okay, here it is, CP1 is CP0. So we know... Okay, so this is as far as we'd gotten previously. We do know that after the P-switch expires, we are able to get through to the other side. Back to start. So let's just try to retread. And see what happens. Oh, whoops. You know what? Link can bump that. Let's look for ways that Link could be potentially useful. On the, Now, CP1 is CP0. Does it tell me that I can just restart because I've seen all the relevant clues? Or is there actually a state change? I don't think there can be a state change because at this point we are just restarting from the checkpoint. But quite possible that the on-off state is affected. So let's just retrace our steps from CP1 again to give this a proper look. This is by Obotism. I thought they were still here, but Twitch may have been out of date in that matter. I don't know if they're lurking. But yeah, if they're not actually here, I'll not spend too long on this. So yeah, it looks like we have to return to the start of the level, but with a different on-off state. So that does affect something. So we restart the level, whoops, but we restart the level with the switch set to off. And we still have to see what that actually changes. But I'm hoping to clear this fairly quickly. Okay, let's make it through. I need to stop doing that, because that's unnecessarily burning a lot of time. That's okay, we just need to retread this with a different on-off state and see what is different. It's the only thing we need to do. Oh, I missed it. How did I miss it? That never happens. Let's just die. Okay, so you are still here. Great. Yeah, we have understood that we return to the starting area with a different on-off state. Since passing through that... What? I didn't wait for the shell long enough. Okay. Oh, you were AFK. Yeah. I did see you as online, which was why we started this one. But I figured you might have been AFK or lurking. Since we do have some of the queue left to get through, I don't necessarily think I'll be finishing it in this segment either, but I'll see what kind of progression we can make. Because we do have to get through everybody else in the next hour or so. Okay, let's actually patiently wait for the shell to come up to Seesaw this time. You didn't miss anything. I just restarted this one, and we have taken some very silly deaths right past the restart to the beginning. So right past here. So the progression since then has not been meaningful. How did I miss that? Okay. Claw grabs you if you do that. Okay, but it looks like if you get the Master Sword, you can kind of do a Muncher bump. Although I don't think that really gets you anywhere. I may see what to do. I am as far as understanding that you get back to the first zone with a different on-off state, and that getting the Master Sword potentially allows me to deflect the Munchers. Although I don't know if that's part of the solution. I do know that retracing back to the beginning is a state change of some sort. That's not it. Okay. Well, good to know. Like I do see here. Oh, and it's interesting. Yeah, there we go. There is a CP in the auto section. It is shown to you. Oh, this thing here. Okay, yeah, I do see the CP here. A CP in the auto section. Oh, okay, so I, you know what? That gave away a lot, actually. I don't think it registered with me that that was in the auto section. That was the issue. I did see the very prominent display of CP2 there. Just hadn't quite clued into where in the level I should be keeping an eye out for that. But no, I do see what's going on now. And it didn't register with me that I hit the CP there as well, so... Yeah. I see. Yeah, no, I see what you mean now with CP1 is CP0. I get it. Yeah, the fact that I could actually progress back in the first area was definitely throwing me off a bit. Because I have seen levels like this before where they do return you to start, but the on-off state change actually does make a difference, so that's what was throwing me off. Okay, let's see the auto section. We need the on-off state set to on, I think. Let's die. Okay. And... Okay. This takes you through here and down that door. Yep. Okay. I'm just too slow there. Yeah, that checkpoint just didn't really register with me, but I was definitely wondering about this door because it looked like I would need to come back through the pipe somehow. I wasn't sure if that was an entry or exit door, but now it's... Oh. Okay, no. Bottom segment. Bottom segment. The one-way panel is deceptive. I'm thinking there is actually a one-way panel pointing in the opposite direction there to keep you afloat. I should jump and not do that. I mean, I did see that this whole thing is completable in a 40-second time, so... Oh, I forgot this again. Now, the question, of course, is, like, I'm kind of thinking to myself about how you got the clear check to work. Yeah, it looks like I was just supposed to get there faster. I keep forgetting this. Okay. And I need to go up before Piranha blocks the door, right? Yeah, I assumed that it had to be a dev exit. I'm just kind of wondering what the trick is. You don't need to tell me that, of course. It is a dev exit, but... pretty clear to me that's what's going on. No, I actually want the skulls to lift the piranha out of the way after I activate them, and then traverse my way up there safely. Yeah, when you have the forced death segment like that, I think there are very few alternatives. Okay, so that does not bump the piranha to the left, like I was hoping, but maybe I can get through the pipe. I see a super ball. I was probably supposed to hit that block, but let's wait for the scroll stop to break, maybe? No, guess not. Just a trap. Yeah, given the complexity of the auto section, I assumed that it was very well protected from any kind of intentional player discovery. No, okay. Just a bad jump. Okay. Okay. There we go. Let's hit that block this time to see what happens. Oh, I see. That's why you have to run. Didn't see the twister coming. Let's see what bounces out of that question block, though. Okay. Let that go down. Hit this. Okay. Master Sword allows you to bomb your way through this segment. And a jump allows you to traverse that. P-switch will allow you to go through, and then what? Okay. You know, I can probably just drop bombs all the way down here. That's probably... Oh, one-way panels. Okay, maybe not. Can't get this guy off the track here. kind of get the feeling that was not the way I was supposed to do it, but we'll take it. Yeah, the auto section is pretty unique. As I said, I don't play that many troll levels, but I don't think I'd seen anything quite like that. Okay. Let's try to get rid of this guy. Okay. Oh, still no. Okay, more booze. Okay. Kind of feel like that track might have been... okay, so... You have fire going here. Is that supposed to interact with the bomb? Okay. That was originally a hint. Huh. I mean, I assume it's just more booze all the way. Okay. Up and then right. I just completely destroyed it. Okay. Yeah. Let's maybe die to this. And give it one more look. Like I said, I do want to get rid of the rest of the queue, so I may not necessarily complete it, even though I'm past CP2. You may have to catch me another stream, but we'll see if we can figure out that segment. Okay. We'll run, we'll hit that, we'll grab the bomb. Or the Master Sword, rather, which is functioning as a bomb. I go back. No, that won't do anything, right? I gotta go. Okay. Not. Okay, so that tells you that you're supposed to hit the block. See how your hint indicators work. P-switch. You know what? Let's hit the P-switch without going through. Just in case something happens. Did I totally lock myself? Okay. Interesting, because, like, the P-switch does affect all that stuff to the left, right? Use bomb for red pipe. Yeah, yeah. The thing on the right you just destroyed tells you how to win. Okay, 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 fine. Let's actually follow instructions. For once. I see, it's just a mute switch. Okay. Well, I was curious. I was curious. And I got what I deserved. So. Used a bomb for the red pipe. I mean, so over there I kind of had the hint. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Alex, 1712, you were way ahead of me on that. Hey, glad I managed to push through that eventually. So thank you for sharing that with me. Obotism. I hope that was a useful playtest, and good luck with the submission to GGR. Yeah, we have few remaining in queue. Cloudy Water, Merlin, Alex, and the Pure. We're all here. I will try to get through all of you. Obotism, like, I mean, as I said, I'm not a very experienced role player. The only thing that I thought was maybe... Like, I feel like I don't necessarily think I would have figured out what you meant by CP1 is CP0 without the hint, since for a long time I was thinking that, like, returning to the first segment with the on-off in a different state would do something. So the fact that you kind of let me stay alive for that long made me think that was the correct route. That's the only thing, really. Because you kind of let me stay alive and get from segment to segment for that long, and I was sure that something subtle would change behind the scenes, but... Okay, so this is the Hive 2. Time to get another Royal Jelly, but beware the new bees. But yeah, all the other hints in that last level I thought were pretty clear and readable, and that the experience was generally quite fair. Okay. So let's actually read this properly and maybe grab a bomb and throw it. Oh, whoops. I had to keep reminding myself that the way things work in Maker 2, that the thrown objects just slide off the end. I've seen a number of Beehive designs, but I haven't actually seen one use Pokeheads in this way before, and that's very cool. I usually see people try to use flying boom booms in certain styles as the bees. But this is pretty unique. Let's drop in and make our way over. Oh, okay, no, we lost that. Alright, pretty simple if I just tread a little more carefully. I feel like I understand how to do that. No. Okay, let's get through safely. You know what, just spin jump. It's probably easiest. Okay, maybe not the tidiest, but we have a checkpoint. And we will move on. Okay. This is very aesthetically thorough. Got a lot of use out of the combination of different kinds of P-blocks. Oh, interesting. Okay. Move on left here. That's just a one-up, I think. I like the way you use the ice blocks there for the pipe corner. That's pretty neat. Okay, so you just bounce off of this guy onto the goal, and then you have a little goal animation off the track afterwards, I see, so... Gotta be careful not to despawn this guy by running too far to the left to grab the 1-up while he's all the way on the right side. Maybe you test it against that, but the first thing I think of when I see that is a despawn risk. But maybe it's actually fine, given the spawn position from up top. But yeah, thank you for that. That was really aesthetically quite thorough. And I know you did tell me that you had your own White Palace, and hopefully, if you catch me another time, I will be able to see it. In fact, if the next few levels go by quickly, I may be able to do a last call, or a few more to tag on again, but we'll see how we're doing for time, because we have 3 more to go. I know that Merlin, who I believe is still here, sends me some that are, you know, fairly straightforward and traditional as well. So we'll hopefully get through these pretty efficiently. Thank you for the GG. Okay, 1-9, The Lost Cavern. I was just saying that he typically gives me some straightforward levels, and now we see one with a 13-minute world record, but that's just the first clear, so I'm not concerned about the time. Wow, that's a lot of deaths. Well, we'll see what we can make of it. But we will be making a run for the second clear on The Lost Cavern. I think I'm not completely playing these in order. Merlin has been sending me pretty much the whole set in this Super Mario game. I don't think I was actually up to 1-9, but I'm happy to see it anyway. Well, Alex, it's only a crazy time because it's the first clear and there were probably just a lot of deaths right after a checkpoint. I'm not concerned about the timestamp. I should maybe not take that route now that I've just proven I can do it, so. Okay. Let's try to get around this and walk those Koopas this way. Okay. Gotta do it safely. There we go. Dodged fire. Merlin, I just started this. It's not a big deal. You were not gone. I just assumed you were AFK for a minute, maybe. We just started this a minute ago, so no worries. I was just saying how I don't think I was actually up to 1-9 yet in your game, but I don't mind doing a few things out of order, if there is an order. Okay. That was stylish enough. Sure, let's grab the 30 coin. At great personal risk. Okay, let's... move on. Okay, that's not going to kill me, which is good. I'm not big, so that's not useful. Okay. Interesting little hit there. Is a bit of a test of your reaction, but I felt like that was actually pretty fair. As a last little check before the checkpoint. Jump height here might be a little weird. Okay, here we go. Let's check up here. E. Now, this is just one-way panels, right? Okay, so. And we'll grab another key. Oh. Yeah, I should have just run under that, in fact. I always underestimate those spike hitboxes. But we know where everything is, so... Yeah, I think as people can see already, unless there is something really serious that I haven't run into yet, the difficulty on this is, the clear rate is actually rather deceptive right now. I think the person who cleared it previously probably just died a lot more than I would expect somebody to on this level. I may, of course, be speaking too soon. So let's maybe not get too cocky about this. Drag this guy down. Sure, fine. Those jumps are definitely a little bit tight, but we can do them. Oh, okay. There's another one. Okay. Bit tricky to make that one, I think, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah. BitJank is right. Really did have to hug all the way to the right there. Okay. Let's actually tap all of these in case... Okay. Wish I could do that without taking the hit, but I think that's just a matter of patience. Interesting. Left there. I don't know if we'll try for it. Whoops. Okay, that seemed like a bad idea. But just a moment, I gotta take a quick message. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. Dodging the boos while getting enough of a dash for those jumps up there, that is a... Whoops. Bit of a technical obstacle, but I don't feel like it's the kind of thing that's going to drop this to, you know, 0.5% like what we were seeing. But definitely a bit of a challenge when it comes to jump precision. Let's drag this guy. Yeah. Do it that way, that's much easier. Grab the mushroom. Don't worry about it. I think maybe these 5-tile jumps can be a little bit... a little bit of a difficulty spike, but that is okay. It's manageable. Just need to get the boos out of the way, I think. Including that one up top. Okay. And once they're out of the way, Make our way to a key. Let's see what's to the left. Okay, we gotta let this block drop a bit. And then, oops. Okay, it looks like there is something to the top left there. I don't know if it's a bonus route or the intended route, but I feel like I want to check forward first. I think that's probably just a bonus segment. Whoops. But we'll make another attempt at it now that we have died. Whoops. What did I do that? That was just a messy input on my part. Okay, let's move up. Yeah, I don't think it was clear to me whether going to the left was required, because when you have the key door there, realistically what would happen is that if I hit the next key door, I would just have to go back, right? If I didn't know it was required. So sometimes, in terms of the route finding, it could maybe be clearer in terms of, you know, making sure the player can see in their camera view that they will need to find the second key. But that's fine. I mean, it was pretty visible to me on top in this segment that there would be more content up in the top left. It's just that without seeing a second pair of doors, I wouldn't necessarily expect a required key there as well. That's just something to keep in mind. I think other than that, the level is pretty clear about what I have to do. Okay, that's fuzzy. Let's just try to drag these guys over. Yeah. You actually need to pick up a fair bit of speed off that whole block. Oh, whoops. That was unnecessary. Yeah, because the thing is, you can see in the segment to the right here is that if you don't have the second key and you go through that, then you kind of hit the next lock and you have to go backwards, right? So if there's a second key door that's kind of more directly visible, like if, for instance, you drop in here and you can kind of see below that you're going to require a second key right away, that would already help the clarity of the level quite a bit. Oh, I see it. You can actually progress to the right side as well through the vine. Yeah. Okay. Got 2 keys. Let's drop in this side. Oh boy, okay. That was unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, it's fine as a level. It's just that you have to be aware that, you know, if people don't see the next block coming on their very first attempt, it's quite likely that they'll need to backtrack a bit. And there's nothing wrong with backtracking necessarily, as long as it's not too tedious. So, whoops. Yeah, those spike hitboxes. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like pulling them way over is the best way of doing this. Okay, that's just a 50 coin. We don't need it. Normally I'd try to get it, but we've got a lot of progression to cover. So. Okay. Let's see. Oh. The pure, we will get to you. I'll be running for about half an hour, I think. But as I said, if you are in queue, I do intend to get to you. So. Yeah, I try to avoid situations where somebody queues and waits till the end of the stream and doesn't get played. So, for the two of you remaining in queue, I absolutely intend to show off your levels. If they are on the harder side, I might not finish them, but I will at least have them on stream. Yeah, I know there was a bit of background noise with the audio just now. That was just building noise. It should be over now. I wasn't sure if the mic would pick that up, but it was rather loud. But we're not really in a controlled studio space by any means. This is sometimes a bit of a noisy building. So that just happens. Okay. Actually counted the boos accurately that time. But yeah, you can already see that, you know, once you get to this point, the player sees the second door, and if they don't have the second key, then that might not be the best time for them, so. Drop that guy. Drop that guy. Go through your very decorative pipes as usual. And we are done. So thank you for that, Merlin. I can definitely see where the difficulty spike was coming from. But this was not a 0.5 clear rate level by any means, and I think we raised that considerably. Given that the other world record before me was also around 13 minutes, I guess I should be proud of myself for beating that ever so slightly. So yeah, I raised the clear rate a little bit, I guess. Still took quite a few deaths. Alex, let's get to yours. Alex, 1712. Thank you for the GGs. Hey, Yin and Yang 1.0. How and P-switch balanced, use them in the right way. Okay, interesting concept. I like how the logo in front kind of sells it. Give me one moment. Yeah, thank you for the level, Merlin. Looking forward to more. Okay, so this is going to be a level that's about balancing POWs and Ps. I see that it's kind of based on a seesaw in this segment, but maybe it'll get a bit more complex. This is a very neat idea. Looking forward to... Oh, I see. Okay, so I need to dodge a little bit under. I mean, right now it's just kind of a standard seesaw level, but I assume there'll be more to it. Although, as is, it's already a pretty well-executed concept in terms of forcing me to stay in the middle on this track. Now, this being the SMB3 style, what is stopping me from just grabbing both of these objects and dumping them? I see. So, presumably we'll need something here. P-switch stops. Okay. Spikes were maybe a little light on me there, but that was my bad. Yeah, I see that there will be a kind of puzzle element up ahead. He stops the conveyor. Let's see. I will want to, I think, drop the POW block on the lower segment. No, but you need both of these to survive. I don't want to hit the P to stop the belt. There's no point in stopping the belt. I want to drop this. I want to drop the POW and use it as a platform. Which I can do safely because of the conveyor. Now, I want to duck out of this. Wonder if there's a way to do that without taking the hit, but... Oh, no, 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 no. I should not have smacked that thing. That's okay, we'll continue anyway just to see what happens. Yeah, you do need both to progress, as the level said. Yeah, I know that I need to use both, because we saw that at the exit there. I'm hoping I can figure out a way to hit the on-off switch without having to take a hit on the way down. I think if I just kind of hug the left, and then I can drop on the conveyor belt safely. I do see how to get past, though. So as Big Mario, I wonder if I can do this without taking a hit. But just hug the left side of it. Okay. Well, until I figure out how to do that safely, I will just try to stay as Big Mario. Super Mario. And... I dropped a POW. Okay. Let's restart. Yeah, I do see how we need that at the exit, though. Yeah, because I see it's actually... The issue here is the POW block was dragging me to the right when it slides on the belt, so I should just be holding the POW instead of dropping it. I do understand that. The issue is that as Large Mario, I will have to take the hit, I think. So... Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know... Like, I guess there's no way to keep the mushroom going through that segment, right? It was not entirely clear to me if that would be the case, so... Something to watch out for. Okay, we will get through this segment as before. Drop the P. And let's take a look. Yeah, either way I'm going to have to take the hit here, I think. So... Oh boy, okay, that's a mistake. Yeah. Put both down, then go on the upside. Yeah, that's actually almost certainly the better way to do it. Stay low and press jump, yeah. Yeah, I see. I should just cart them both on a bottom track. If it's possible to do so, the conveyor belt working the way it does. Yeah, because the spike block should push one off anyway, so the POW will have to go first with this method. Not that it matters because I'm small anyway, so... Now, luckily, this way they only take up one spot on the track. Okay, we'll just have to apply the same method here, I think. Out first, and then we'll do a crouch jump into the switch. Okay, much better. Watch out for this thing there. That has hit us repeatedly. Yeah. Okay, let's take another crack at it. Maybe reading ahead slightly more precisely this time. Well, there goes that idea. Whoops. Okay. That's not gonna work. Yeah, fair bit of dodging to do in that segment, but we have gotten through it before, so not too concerned. Let's try this again. P-switch, then power. With the belt the way it is, I'm not sure I like that. Because... Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Okay, I just assumed that the power would hit the P-switch, but now I remember that it does not do that. Yeah, I just forgot that the power does not, in fact, trigger the P. That's alright, we'll do it the risky way. Whoop. Or maybe just hold the P-switch the whole way, and then that will be much less of an issue. In fact, holding the P-switch the whole way is probably the method I will go with, but... Yeah, this is a very interesting concept, though. I mean, I do already see how the exit is supposed to work. I just didn't survive with both switches. Oops. Okay, sure, let's try it this way. Yeah, completely forgot you could do that. Yeah. Take our little sailboat. That actually makes things considerably simpler. Watch out for this one here. And this one flying over this way. Whoa. Took a moment to register that it would take me that high. Oh, okay. Just 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Just needed to take something quickly. We are still on this level, and we have enough time to do the remaining one after that. So... Okay, so that method actually did simplify things considerably. Always a little paranoid about despawns, even though we're not given enough of a running distance here to make that too much of a problem. Okay, let's needlessly take a hit. Yeah, I gotta read the last segment accurately this time. Okay. Yeah, neat little delivery system in general. With the fire on the bottom track acting both as a sort of warning system for going too low on the seesaw, and also as a very aesthetic propulsion device. Okay, let's read this part accurately for once. Okay, this spot's gonna have one. And let's get the P delivered. Oh, shoot. Yeah, no, the P needs to go first, so you have to block, yeah. My mistake. I actually did know that, it just took a moment to register that I'd taken out the coin. Yeah, no problem at all. Unless I just take hits like that. Okay. And I guess we still have a subworld to see after this. But pretty understandable concept all around, so. Let's not fail at the simple stuff. And make our way through. Oh, that happens every time. Okay, let's set this guy down gently. E first. And we are through. Checkpoint 1. Okay, I see. So this is just a balancing act. Yeah, kind of interesting as a mix of these track-based challenges and the kind of puzzle-like nature of the previous segment. I see that I can just follow the coin trails, and that will be my clue. So that is well signaled, I'm just not following it. I do think it's quite fair. Oh, let's set this guy down, or that's going to get us into trouble. Yeah, I would assume the end is after this section, given that you only have the 2 subworlds to work with, and that the auto-scrolls take up quite a bit of space. That's a bad idea. Okay. Let's see what it is anyway. That's obviously a loss, but I guess maybe if I do have to pick it up and set it down on the right side. Okay, watch this. Whoa. Okay, that I'm not sure I see the signaling for, but... I mean, I do see the downward arrow, but on the first attempt it's not quite clear what that means. I think we can get it now, though. That's going to be a disaster. Yeah, and that will be a balancing act. I see. Yeah, so I do see how this works, that it enforces that you need to keep the seesaw balanced all the way to the end. Yeah, getting out of there is... that's not good. Okay. Bit tricky. I feel like I still need to work out a method for it, going down to right side in the 3-coin segment there, without getting hit. But just need to pick it up, jump, I think. No, not like that. Nope. Try to set that down gently and failed miserably at that. Well, let's see. I mean, obviously we do need to cart them both to the end. Okay. Let's read this segment. Oh, okay. This is more or less balanced. More or less. More or less. Not quite. Okay. And the POW is going to fall off there if I entered like that, so... do need to be dead center going into that segment. Okay. No. Yeah. No. Don't want to start over. Seems to require a fair bit of precision to make it down to right side there. Might even be optimal if I just leave it balanced and take a hit and go down the middle. Always feels a little untidy to take an intentional hit as a preferred method of doing anything, but oops, that's not going to be balanced. Push the P-switch there and bring the POW, okay. Okay, I thought that was a balancing segment. I assumed that it would be a similar POW and P lock to what we had seen previously, so I thought I needed to save both. No, that's too early. What? Clearly too early, but... oh, you know what? Yeah. I actually didn't see the thwomp, that's why. Okay, so POW and P as before. We'll need the POW to get rid of some of this stuff. And we'll need the P to bust our way through. Does that actually do anything? Okay. Yeah, no, I was not thinking about that. No, because the POW should drop the coins onto the spring blocks, right? Is that what happens? Should probably give me a star or something out of that. Okay, let's take the death and try that again. Yeah, let's rethink that. I see stars. Yeah, that was very untimely brain fart. Yeah, because I was thinking to myself, there's no way POW blocks actually hit those things, so why am I even trying this? And we know that this actually gives us enough time to work with. Okay. You gave me a solution. So yeah, the POW should go first to drop the coins. Drop the coins, gives you a star. Let's have the P-switch ready. Let's not press it. Yet. That is actually really neat as an ending solution. That's quite elegant. So, thank you for that. Hey, The Pure, thanks for your patience in sticking around. You will be the last one today. So yeah, very interesting level. That is 1.0. So, looking forward to seeing more. Thank you for the follow. Definitely hope you will be back. JK4, 3G0. 46G. Ah, spot the difference. That'll be a nice way to finish. There's a bit of a twist. Fun little spot the difference that may change on each death or play. So, let's see how this works. Okay, let's, well, it's the one on the right because of the mushroom platform color. Okay. Why don't we grab the key? Now, it looks like the keys would be part of how you control the... well, I mean, control the gating here, but also to change its perversion. Okay, semi-solids identical, spikes identical. There's a missing coin in this one. Ding dong. Okay, is this a timer up top? Because it looks like... well, let's tread on the icicles, see if they drop. Kind of get the feeling there was a timer control up top. Oh, I'm supposed to watch what comes out of the jump blocks, right? I saw a mole come out of that one. Okay. Alright, so... I see, I guess so the pathway is controlled in some fashion by the Potobu on the track, right? I assume it was some kind of timing challenge, but I wasn't quite sure. Grab a POW. Grab a POW? No, okay. Guess not. Okay, so the checkpoint will enforced a change in pathways simply because you respawn in an on state, and that might affect some kind of spawn blocking, for all I know. But let's give these blocks a tap, see what happens. Looks like you need to be in an on state to move on to the next segment regardless. But that entering in an off state affects something about the spawns in that room. Okay. Somewhat complex. Stars are identical, Pokies. Bumper, boo. Okay, so I see that the top right has something different going on with the Spiny, obviously. That'll probably be it. Yeah, I see that the on-off state when you enter affects the clown car. Oh, okay. Alright, so the clown car is affected by something. Bomb and muncher setup. Okay, the clown car goes left. Oh, maybe that's just a randomizer, right? Like, if the muncher goes left, then it triggers the on-off switch, and it affects the whole setup. Because the clown car direction when it spawns should be random left or right, right? Yeah. I assumed it was something like that. I'm not sure I get what's going on here, though, unless I just have to jump when the P-switch is off. Yeah. I'm running out of time. That will affect something. Sure. Uh, 12, 15, 17, 20... 17 is prime? No. Let's grab a mushroom and try it from a checkpoint, see what's different. Okay, clown car is in the same state as before. We'll just need to do this little P-switch jumping challenge. Okay. Let's leave the on-off state as is, perhaps. P-switch is going to stop the belt anyway. Yeah. Okay. 12, 15, 17, 20. Oh, I see. No. You're supposed to find a solution to the number of stars that are in the box. I was trying to spot the difference and thinking, well, the difference is that 17 is prime. It looks like there are 12 in the box. 12 in the box, yeah. And that is correct. We still have a persistent P-switch going. I see, this just enforces Small Mario. And we just need to read the power-ups. Or maybe the track setups. I see 2 red, 2 green on the right side. That is correct. Okay, thank you. Very interesting non-deterministic twist on the typical spot to difference setup. So, Nice to see that this little subgenre is still capable of some invention. So, thank you for all the submissions today. That will be the end for today. As I said, the usual schedule is in this same time slot on Wednesdays from, what is it? Should be to 10 to 1 Pacific, 1 to 4 Eastern, and whatever the equivalent is in CET, off the top of my head. This week, however, there may be a cancellation tomorrow depending on whether I'm able to run it. But if you dropped me a follow, you may see me on at regular time slot tomorrow, and you might not, but I will post some kind of notice in the stream title. So, thank you for sticking around and for all the levels today. We will see if anybody is on that we can furnish with a raid. Okay, I'm going to pass you on to Alien Toy Shop, who runs Chopped Challenge. He always runs a very fun Mario stream, and I'm sure that he will be happy to take you on. So, have a good day.